deed, nor pretend to be what we are not.
Let us cast away the sin of vain ambition, which prompts us to strive for goals which bring neither true fulfillment nor genuine contentment.
Let us cast away the sin of stubbornness, so that we will neither persist in foolish habits, nor fail to acknowledge our will to change.
Let us cast away the sin of envy, so that we will neither be consumed by desire for what we lack, nor grow unmindful of the blessings which are already ours.
Let us cast away the sin of selfishness, which keeps us from enriching our lives through wider concerns and great sharing, and from reaching out in love to other human beings.
Let us cast away the sin of indifference, so that we may be sensitive to the suffering of others and responsive to the needs of people everywhere.
Let us cast away the sin of pride and arrogance, so that we can worship God and serve God's purpose in humility and truth.
Let us turn together today to God and to one another.
Let us seek forgiveness.
Let us resolve to change.
Let us resolve to improve.
May this moment mark a new beginning in our lifelong paths to reach our highest potential as individuals and as a community.
Avinu Malkeinu, Onenu Vaneinu. Avinu Malkeinu, Onenu Vaneinu, Ki ein banu maasim, asei manu, tzedakah v'chesed. Asei manu tzedakah v'chesed v'hoshienu. Avinu Malkeinu, Onenu Vaneinu. Avinu Malkeinu, Onenu Vaneinu, Ki ein banu maasim.
In a moment, we'll continue by ourselves. We'll take 7 minutes to wander and find your own space around the water, to do either the readings that are in your handout or simply to spend the time meditating in your heart about the changes that you would like to make. Over the last several years, we've become educated of the importance We've become educated about the importance of not adding to our sins on Rosh Hashanah by throwing bread into the pond, because we have learned that that is actually really harmful to the waterfowl. And so that we don't add to our sins today, if you have bread, eat it, bon appetit, have a great snack. But Nita and Marin, if you could raise your hands. What we have is sand. Be judicious about how sinful you think you've been this year, and taking some sand and let the sands symbolize our mistakes. And when you hear the sound of the shofar, come and return to us here.
What's that? It's a good way to welcome cancer. Here you went down the street to Rabbi Alpha.
Hi.
But I have friends.
Makes me give a little something.
There you go. You ready to
More
spot?
somehow. I
I feel that it's a little different to the way I'm putting it out. And in each of the 3 sets that I do, on the sovereign,
Yep, I do. Oh yeah, over here. I don't want to be boring.
it's supposed to be, the 3 is supposed to be a thing. 9 is supposed to be break down sovereign.
Okay, now you want to
You think of those
sand in your hair and like put it.
Oh, and that's
Yes. We're gonna share it.
Come on, Maggie, move. Where
Oh, that's nice. Oh, in LA? Like the Harlem. Oh, okay. Nice. Okay. Are they eating or are they just watching?
I think go meet the play area. We'll go to the play area with the food. They're going to give us time to meditate and walk around today.
Go ask the person with the bowls over. We approved $4,000 in toys on both sides. Rejected. 40 years ago. Be nominated. There's a lot of talk about the trees and Michael or the tree. The lady that owns the house had it.
Sora. And my
Yeah. I don't really want to cut it down.
Get
The
going.
short version. Okay. After you adjust the
What?
conservative short
I said the same thing. But we're the only
Everyone else stays ahead and changes the casual clothes.
Oh, sorry.
Eli, שלא ייגמר לעולם, החול והים, רשרוש של המים, ברק השמיים, תפילת האדם, החול והים, רשרוש של המים, ברק השמיים, תפילת האדם. Oh God, my God, I pray that these things never end. The sand and the sea, the rush of the waters, the crash of the heavens, the prayer of the heart, the sand and the sea, the rush of the waters, the crash of the heavens, the prayer of the heart.
So that concludes the formal part of Tashlich. The rest is just hang out. Introduce yourselves to somebody you didn't know when you came here today. If you see people with children about the same age as yours, go introduce yourself. If you don't know their name, they probably don't know yours either. Don't be, and feel free to walk up to anybody, whether they have children or not. I also want to do a shout out for Lauren Silva, our Director of Lifelong Jewish Learning. If you haven't had a chance to meet her yet, please come up and introduce yourselves. And if you haven't had a chance to meet our cantor, Cantor Curlin, please do the same. And where is Chime? Chime, are you here? I saw her earlier. Oh, right in front of my face. Okay. And if you haven't yet met Chime, Chime not only is the partner of Cantor Curlin, but she has also been standing in for all of these high holidays to make sure that everything runs smoothly and just happens. All the things behind the scene that you don't know happen until they don't. And so if you didn't notice her today, that is a very good thing. I mean, she did everything right. So if you haven't had a chance to meet Lauren or Cantor or Chime yet, please take the time to introduce yourselves. Shana